quiet down. Make sure you guys sign in.
I read the 3 chapters last night and I have a couple questions.
Calm down, Ethan. We'll get to that. First, let's do the concept test. Log into theta.sartradib.com and we're going to start in 24 seconds. 13 seconds. 4 seconds. 3.5 seconds. Go!
Would you legit this weekend? You're kidding.
Kevin, what's number 4?
Like I know, are you kidding?
Hey guys, individually. 30 seconds left, wrap it up. And almost done, 12 seconds. And closing it right now. Well, it looks like only 3% of you guys got it right. I think you need to start doing it at home. So, it looks like we have to go over this a little bit. So, given the graph above, why is point B the optimal point?
The budget line is tangent to the indifference curve at point B.
Thanks, Ethan, for describing the graph to me. Can anyone give me a better answer for a slip?
Point B is the optimal point because you're getting the most total utility for your given budget.
Correct, Bailey. Slip for you. So guys, tomorrow, we have the midterm, and the take-home portion is due tomorrow morning at 8:10. So do we have any last-minute questions?
I don't understand the whole reallocating of a dollar situation. Can you expand on this, please?
Basically, it's pretty easy. You just gotta
Ethan,
look at...
we know you know. Let me teach. So let's say that our 2 activities are surfing and biking. So for surfing, if our marginal utility for surfing over the price of surfing is equal to 9, and for biking, our marginal utility for biking over the price of biking is equal to 10. What do we do with these values?
Put them over 1.
Good, Kelsey. We do put it over 1. Can anyone interpret this value for me?
The 10 over 1 means that for an additional dollar spent on biking, your marginal utility is 10, which means that your total utility is increased by 10.
Booyah! Fee 4 slips for you! Now who thinks we should reallocate our next dollar to biking? Kevin, pay attention. If you don't want to be here, then leave.
I'm paying attention, I swear to God.
Whatever. So class, why do we choose biking to spend our next dollar on?
Because you gain more utility for biking than you do for surfing.
Yeah, that's correct. So, if we reallocate a dollar from surfing to biking, what happens to the marginal utility of biking?
It'll go down.
And why does it go down? Okay, gotta get out my phone. Yes, Bailey?
It's because of the law of diminishing marginal utility.
And what's that law say?
It says when you consume more of something, the marginal utility goes down.
Good. And if you reverse that, as you spend fewer days surfing, your marginal utility of surfing will go up. As you reallocate more dollars from surfing to biking, the 2 ratios will become closer and closer until they're equal. And when they're equal, that's where you've reached your optimal point and your total utility is maximized for your given budget. Does everyone understand that? Okay, does everyone understand what Ethan was saying earlier about the budget line being tangent to the indifference curve?
No, not really. Can you go over that?
Yes, Kevin. So the optimal point B is where the slope of the indifference curve C, which is the marginal rate of substitution, is the same as the slope of the budget line. So to find the marginal rate of substitution, which is what the max amount of one good that you would be willing to give up in order to get an additional unit of the other good, you take the negative price of biking over the price of surfing. This also gives you the slope of the budget line. So it might look a little tricky because it's run over rise, so don't get that messed up on the midterm tomorrow.
That definitely makes more sense now, thank you.
Using the optimal points, A and B, we can compose a simple demand curve. Have you guys wondered where the demand curve comes from? Well, I'm going to tell you. This is your demand curve of biking. The optimal points, A and B, Show how many days are spent biking to maximize total utility when the prices range between $5 and $10. The demand curve shows how quantity demanded is affected by the price of a good. At the higher price, $10, the quantity demanded is lower than when it is priced at $5. People are willing and able, given their budget, to purchase more when the price goes down. Most of that was review, but does anyone have any questions? Now I know all of you guys remember what makes the demand curve shift. What are the 5 reasons?
Income, demographics,
Buyer expectations.
Prices of related goods.
Kevin?
Wait, what's the question?
Taste and preferences? Awesome. And what's the only thing that causes a movement along the demand curve?
a price change.
Good, and I have one more question. Say income increased. What would happen to the demand curve?
The demand curve would shift outward.
Good, Fee. It would shift outward. But why does it shift outward? Explain it to me as if I were a Fresno State student.
Well, Fresno State student, because of an increase in income at any given price, the consumers are willing and able to spend more. Does that make sense to you?
Good, I really think you guys are starting to get it. Okay, only 10 minutes left. Let's draw slips for extra credit for the midterm tomorrow.
Kevin!
Fee.
Kelsey.
Bailey.
Okay, that's all for now.
Are you kidding me? I have so many slips in there. Why don't I ever get picked?
It's the luck of the draw, Ethan. Alright guys, hopefully you're ready. Don't forget to bring a pencil, straight edge, and calculator. Actually, you guys have been pretty good. No midterm tomorrow. Slips for everybody.
Yeah, I'm in this terror. Got a head full of stacks. Better grab an umbrella. I make it right.